a cemetery, I think.
Oh, we are?
I think so. I got some information about a cemetery. I got directions.
Oh, you know what you just did?
What?
You just drove past it.
Oh, I did?
Yes, you did. See these high banks?
Yeah.
Why are the banks so high?
Because this is an old road.
This is an old road.
It's been graded on
This
down.
is an old road.
So you said there's what, about 60 graves out here?
I'm guesstimating. I didn't count them really when I came up here the other day. I didn't count them. It looks like it. It looks like it must be about that many. Oh, wait a minute. I could be wrong. I see how far. I didn't go back that far.
Oh, yeah.
I
See them all the way back there.
So what year of his departure? Do we have a year?
Doesn't say a year.
Huh. Interesting. No headstone up there anywhere? Wow, but you look way down that hill. This cemetery goes way back down in there. You want to walk down that way next?
Okay, Robert, we got a lot out here.
What's that doing down here? What's that? What's this doing down here? Look. What is that?
Well, you got a carrot?
No.
Oh, it's corn. Someone's feeding deer down here.
Someone's feeding me.
All right, Robert, look at this. Look at this. We've got one indention right there.
I think there's one right here.
Yeah.
I think could be something here.
And we've got one right here.
He found a funeral home placard right here.
Where's the funeral home placard?
No writing on it. The writing was paper and it's all faded off.
Well, that's too bad. For that big indention
And then
right there.
that old cedar tree right there behind you. Is that big cedar tree right there?
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
It's close to the boundary of the property.
It is?
And then to your far left is a fieldstone
Yeah.
falling over.
There's a bunch of those field stones out here I've already seen. I want to take a closer look at this. This was from the 60s, Robert.
I think so.
They say 1960, and it says Pine Mountain Funeral Home.
Okay, so look, see that fieldstone there? Look, if you stood right here, you couldn't have taken a transit and made a straighter line these fieldstones right down through here. This was a well laid out cemetery at one time.
Oh,
And
I see.
saying 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1.
Close to 200.
Close to how many?
200, my guess now.
Robert, I see a marked one all the way down there.
Oh, I just saw a marked one right here.
Oh, there is.
Look.
There is, but before we go to that one, there's a marked one right here. Now check this out. This is a...
That is an interesting style of...
Oh, you know what this is, Robert? I think. Let me... Yes, it is. It is. Oh, man. This is a very special stone right here. This is an MTA stone. The Mosaic Templars of America. Now, the MTA, the Mosaic Templars of America, was created by 2 former slaves, and it was around as a kind of like a organization that helped former slaves and other African Americans after freedom came. Part of the services that the Mosaic Templars of America offered were gravestones. It was almost, they kind of had like a life insurance thing. Now, the last time I filmed one of these, I actually got contacted by the MTA Museum, which is in Arkansas, I believe. And they want to know where all of these are so they can add it to their database. So here's another one we can send them.
Good, and what's this behind it?
That's what it would have sat on.
Oh yeah, I see the holes where it would have sat on there and it fell off. Well look, there's an epitaph down here. Let's see if we can...
Oh, that's actually the chamber, they were called. Where,
okay.
Yeah.
Can you make that out?
Yeah, Orange Blossom Chamber, 3140 Durand, Georgia. So that's the 3rd one that I've heard of in this area.
What do you think the 3?
I know, I forget what it means off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments, but I don't remember what it means off the top of my head. But this is Harriet McGruder, born 1866, died January 24th, 1920. And Samantha Street, she's got one. Hers was from Waverly Hall, Georgia.
When was she born?
She was born in slavery.
Well, Civil War wasn't over with till when, Cody? About 66, 67?
65.
65.
65, yeah.
So right at the end of the Civil War, she's born.
Yep. And you know, a lot of times too, something to take into account, and this, you know, is just an assumption, but like Samantha Street says that she was born after the Civil War, but she was actually born a slave. She just didn't know when she was born. So when they put a date down on her grave marker, they actually put the year she got married on there.
Really?
So a lot of times when it comes to former slaves, and again, we have no way of knowing, absolutely knowing nothing about Harriet Magruder, but a lot of times the former slaves, they didn't know when they were born, so the birth dates could be inaccurate.
Correct. Well, this is a good find right here.
Yes, it is. Those are very, very special stones, and I'll have to let the Mosaic Templars Museum know where it's at. So I just stepped on this one. I didn't even see it there. There's a field stone, there's a grave. What is this, Robert? That's a completely fallen in.
It's a collapsed slab.
Completely collapsed slab right there.
And this is the footstone. No, this is the headstone. You stepped
Oh,
on the
that's a child. Yeah, there was a child right there.
Yeah.
And then
All down through there.
all down through here.
Remember when we learned about the purple glass?
The purple glass, yes.
Come here. Cody, you got better eyes than me. Come here. Look and tell me what this is. Is that purple? Or is that glass?
It sure is purple glass.
Tell us the story behind it before I dig it up.
So the purple glass is a tradition of burial in African American cemeteries. They would carry a water vessel, a purple water vessel out, or a purple vessel, such as this one, that would contain water in it. And they would smash the vessel on a tombstone. The purple, yep, there it is, there's a field stone down there. The purple represented Christ, and I'm going off of memory here, so I'm trying to do my best to remember this correctly. The water inside, once the vessel was broken, represented returning to earth, and the broken vessel itself represented something that was broken and couldn't be put back together, the loss of a loved one. So these are artifacts in African American cemeteries, and these are never ever to be removed from an African American cemetery.
We're not going to move it. We're just going to get the leaves off of it and take a better look at it, if we could.
And the reason I say that is some people who think that they might be doing good by coming out and cleaning out an African American cemetery and removing something like this is actually removing a very important artifact from an African American cemetery.
That person's burial too.
Exactly.
And we've never found that. I've never found that.
I have seen
small pieces.
Yeah, I've seen small pieces of purple glass in the enslaved and descendant cemetery that we filmed, and one in Alabama, an African American cemetery in Alabama, had a lot of examples of the purple glass or the purple vessel.
And that was a big vase.
Yep.
With a handle right there on this side, and probably one on the other side.
And so again, if anybody ever is in an old cemetery and sees anything like this, these are never to be removed from a cemetery.
Right.
Oh, field stones? Yeah. There are, shoot,
right down through here,
100 field stones through here.
Perfect line there.
Oh, Robert, look down there. Look at the terrace. Look at the terrace right there. So that probably marks the end of it for sure. Hey Robert, I found another funeral home placard down here. It's long since destroyed and the paper is gone.
Well, I found another marker over here in an interesting. I want to look at this terrace since we're already down this way.
The terrace, yeah.
Now the terrace probably marked the boundary of the cemetery.
Well, look down there. There's an old property marker and a newer property marker.
Yeah, it's been surveyed off before, and that's the original fence. Probably one of the fence posts. And there's the other part of it right there. It fell off. Oh man! Sat in there somehow like that.
Yep.
That's a field stone. But I thought I just passed one, another field stone. Look. Another field stone, but here's actually a marker right here. That's it over right here. We'll go in the other direction. Okay, here we got something here, Robert.
A marked stone.
You need a brush?
There's a cross right there.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
And it says Jack Dunlap.
You need to brush it?
It's kind of crumbling. So
I see a date.
April, I think, 7th, 1908 to October 4th, 1942.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's got a rod holding the stone up.
Hey Robert, there's one right there. I don't know if we saw it or not, but
Yeah, this one just got a field stone for a head.
oh, we got writing on it.
And you
We
know
got
what?
writing.
The leaves on this one are not as thick as the others. Why? Someone's been here and cleaned it off, haven't they? Brush. Let's see who we got here. Jody.
Maddie Harris. Died December 24th, 1932. Oh, this is 2. This is marking 2.
Think so?
Wow, look at that.
All the way down to the end. There's writing all the way down to the end.
Sure enough.
How are we looking there, Cody? Can you read it now? What's he got?
Let me see your brush so I can get this area.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I can reach over there.
If this marking 2, do you think it could have been a pregnant woman?
Well, we got to see the dates. Could be a mother and child.
All the way down to the end, they wrote. Ran out of room down there.
So Maddie Harris died December 24th, 1932. Now what does that say up there? Annie? A-N... I'm having trouble with that.
Wife?
Wife? Is it wife?
Wife. Of. The W.
Oh, and the F is upside down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wife.
Wife
of.
of...
W-I-F-E of. H.
Harris. It's a Harris again. Okay, it's not marking 2. Gone but not forgotten. Look at how they wrote that in there, the forgotten.
Yeah.
Just in cursive. Well, kind of cursive.
Yeah. And then something at the very bottom, which
There's another date right here, maybe when they poured this.
Let's look and see if we can see it. What do you say?
I see March 30th, it looks like 41. Who's got the light?
Cody's
got the light. Yeah, 41. So they probably poured this in 41, and she died in 32. Mm-hmm. And that's probably her original marker right there. Just that simple field stone.
Yeah, that field stone. Yeah. That's what it was. The one right next to her.
Yeah, one right next to her.
There's one behind me here.
Oh, it's concrete too. Yep.
Help me out, Tommy. Smaller. Oh, Cody.
Right there.
Cody, you take this right here. Another one right there.
Oh, wow.
Standing all over. This is matted down. This is also written similar to that one.
Yep.
Oh, it's much bigger than I thought. Hold on, kids. It's actually sunk in a little bit. So it's sunk in a little bit to the low side there.
Yeah.
Way up here, bud. Hold it up. Yeah, try and make it out. I see 43.
There's
Make it out.
this SA.
8. Sarah?
Could be died. All the way under there.
Let's see if I can get it up. Hold on. Come here with it.
Oh, this is Maddie's husband.
Okay.
This is Maddie right there. This is her husband.
What date we got down?
Husband of Maddie Harris. Gone but not forgotten. And then there's something right here.
There we go.
1940. It's probably poured at the same time as that one was. 42.
So when did he pass away? Go back up here and see if we can figure that out.
I've seen it.
43.
1943.
Okay, interesting. Right next to one another.
Right next to one another.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. A lot of them.
Yes,
Probably one right there at that pine tree too. Look, I don't know about this one. I'm just gonna go. It's right next to it, so let's just go ahead and pull it back and see. It is in bad shape, Robert. Can you see me right in there? Cody, you got better eyes than me. You went to the eye doctor last year, didn't you?
It almost looks like, no, that's just cracks in the...
I think it is too. Let me just go all the way to the top and make sure. No headstone.
Yep, maybe.
It is just weathered away.
No, I don't think there's anything on it. It's just cracks that...
It's
look
right
like
in
letters.
line with that one and it's similar in style, but they didn't write this one for some reason.
Yeah, right in line with Maddie and her
Yeah.
husband there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go check that one way over there, I see.
Yeah, there's one marked one all the way at the end down here. And again, as we walk through here, there's a field stone right there. And over here, there's an indentation in the ground. And then right there, field stone. A field stone and a brick. Oh, the footstones.
That stone right there. There. Here. Right across through here. Indentation right here. Another stone right here. All the way in a perfect line, all the way across.
Yep, you see the indentation right there. And then another field stone.
Seems like this time they marked the perimeter pretty good.
Yeah, it does seem like the cemetery's been surveyed out really well. Oh, look here.
This is similar to those first ones we saw, just a slab. No headstone, no markings. Someone's been here probably, what, 20 years ago with some flowers?
Yeah.
Someone knows who's buried here. Living relatives still around. This flowers have been put here a few years back. And that's it.
All right, we got a marked one right over here, Robert.